Hello everyone, and today what we're going to be doing is 10 things I like about the MK5 Volkswagen Golf. So let's hop inside the car and get started. So the first place I want to start is these seats. These are wholeheartedly the best seats I've ever sat in, and this is coming from somebody who's quite a snob about BMWs, and literally if it's not a BMW it's not good enough. That's sort of my biased opinion because I love the cars that much, and these seats just poo all over them in my opinion. But they are so comfortable, really good on long drives, really good on short drives, just all round perfect. The next thing on the list has got to be heated seats. With any car, heated seats are a game changer, I think, and I don't know, I think it should just be a standard thing. I don't even think it should be an optional extra. But in the winter with these levers, they get cold, and as soon as you whack them heated seats on, because it being a diesel, and sometimes, as you know, if you've had a diesel before, it takes a while for the fans to get warm, so you get them heated seats on and it just sort of gets you by while you're waiting for the heat to come through the fans. The third thing that sort of really does it for me with this car is this, and this is 2 cup holders. You also get 2 in the back, and it comes with a bottle opener, which is pretty cool. That's sort of an added bonus. But yeah, you know, cup holders, like I always say in my videos, they're sort of a thing that's slowly dying out, and I really don't understand why. I think that every car should have cup holders, and lots of them as well, not just one. I don't get cars that do just one cup holder. It makes no sense. You need plenty of them, and good cup holders at that. The next thing is a very simplistic thing. It is a sunglasses holder. Now these are really cool, and I haven't really had many cars that have had this in. I don't know whether I've just been buying the wrong car or what, but I really like a sunglasses holder. I think it's I don't know, it's just that extra bit of storage above, which is quite cool. Maybe it's cool, maybe I'm just very too easily impressed. I don't know, but I like it. The next thing on the list is the sun visor, and this is quite, again, I'm quite an easily impressed person. It doesn't take much, but I think this is a thing that a lot of people don't realise, and it's just really cool, like extendo sun visors. And I'll tell you something, with how clean that is, that sort of goes to show how many people know about it, I think, with this car's history. The amount of owners that have probably had this car and never realised that that's even a feature. I just think it's like super cool. Again, another one of those things where I think every car should have it. I think it's completely necessary because you swing it round to that side window, the sun's still in your face a bit in this section, you just slide it along and it covers the rest of that up, and it's perfect. The next thing on this car that really does it for me is the rear passenger seat space is unbelievable. Now the front seat is set to my driving position, and I've still got room with my knees. There's plenty of room with my head, and there's even an armrest as well, which I think is perfect for rear seat. And you know, you wouldn't expect much luxury in the back of a Golf, but it does feel quite nice. And again, it's the same story as the front with the seats. It is comfortable. Like I said, you've got this nice armrest, feels nice and solid, and you know, it's got ISOFIX, it's got everything you really need in the back, and the back seats aren't like the worst place to be in a small family car. So the next thing that is absolutely amazing about this car is the boot space. Look at this, look at the space, and just to prove, I will show you how much space there is. You can get in here comfortably. I might even be able to get a friend in here with me. They could even shut the boot, and I've still got plenty of place to live. And it's pitch black in here when you close that boot. But it's yeah, it's a really good place. I could probably sleep here for the night. So the next thing I want to talk about on this car is how light this steering is. It's just, you know, you can use one finger, and granted it's not as light as most modern cars, but for a 2008, like, it really is quite light. You can quite easily palm it with minimal effort. But yeah, it's really nice, and it's a really good feel, and in tight parking areas you don't really tend to struggle much. And while we're looking in the direction of the steering wheel, you'll notice the MPG. This is average MPG, and you know, we've been driving pretty fruity down these lanes just while we get the GoPro shots. Yeah, it's 50.2 MPG. Now that's including driving around town sort of as well, and just 60 roads and stuff. But on the motorway, on the motorway with a full car, we've got 56 MPG, and that's with the car full all the way down to Cornwall. The best I've done on my own, I've managed to achieve 70.1 mpg out of it. So it really, you get back what you give out in a way. So if you do drive fruity, you'll lose it, but it won't punish you too much. And if you want to really drive it like a granddad, then you'll get some really good numbers out of it. Also, we've stopped in a rather nice place where there's some lambs. So now on to the final thing that I do like about this car, with it being diesel, and that's how well it pulls. And it is really nice. Obviously, with it being the GT, you get the 2-litre TDI engine, and it's got quite a nice pull to it. And yeah, you can be a bit of a yobbo, and surprisingly, you can get that power throughout a lot of the rev range. It's not just at the bottom end. The turbo helps it go through the higher end, like it's supposed to, but it doesn't really let off as much as you think it would. But that is basically it for the 10 things I like about the Mark 5 Volkswagen Golf. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe even hit that bell icon for notifications on future uploads. But until the next time, peace.